Ladies and gentlemen, happy Monday, and let's get into it.
It's October.
It's October, you're right.
Yeah.
Who's ready for Halloween? Does anyone know what they're going to be?
Yeah, I have a few costumes already.
No, you don't.
Wow, a few costumes?
You have a few options?
Yeah.
We're dressing Dom
Do
up.
you have a few separate plans?
Yes.
God.
We have an office costume with Mav, and then we have a night costume with just me and Amanda.
So we should do office costume competition again for sure, right?
No, Dee and Dom are part of the office costume.
We're part of it?
I mean, he's not responding on the text. He's on the text.
Oh, they're in your office costume. You're going to go 5 people
Because
in
we did
one?
Ninja Turtles last year, remember?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we should do our contest.
Yeah.
We do a contest at our office where we give
We
away
should do a
like
group chat
a
costume.
few $100.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm 2 to 3 costumes deep for Halloween.
You know what you should be for Halloween?
What's up?
Kyle Allen. You want to know why? Because he's a freaking star.
He's a
He's a
winner and a star.
And
a
he's
winner.
Team Group Chat.
Yes.
Team Group Chat is crushing it. What's going on?
He had a monster game, another win against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then he DMs me after the game, and he's like, check the press conference. And I wore the Kathy tee. So I don't know which tee.
No, the Kyle T.
Yeah, the Kyle tee. But it says, hi, my name is Kathy, with the
That's good.
Kathy crossed out and says Kyle. So we find a pic, and it was posted on the group chat Instagram. And I was like, oh, shit, he wore it at the press conference. How dope is that? Yeah.
It's incredible. And what did I say, I think last Sunday? I said he's home for Jacksonville. He's on the road for Tampa. Those are 2 more wins. He won he
Next
beat
is Tampa?
Jacksonville. And so next is Tampa. He's being Tampa.
Is Tampa trash?
Yeah, they're trash.
Oh, man.
And then he's got a bye week, and then he's at San Francisco.
Guess where he's at his bye week?
Here?
He said he might come to LA.
Wow,
I
come on
don't
out,
know.
Kyle. Jump on the pod.
Oh, yeah. Let me lie.
Jump
Yeah.
on the pod. That is incredible. Well, you know what? Big win for the Cathys.
Yeah.
Kyle, I think you should head back to the Apple store, switch out that watch.
Yeah.
Because I bet now they might start recognizing some faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been long enough. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about is, did you guys by any chance go to the Rufus concert this weekend?
I had so much Rufus FOMO, and I didn't even know who that was 12 hours before.
Anand?
No idea.
Okay, so I don't know. I feel like our listeners might roast us, but I don't think they will. Everyone this weekend in LA was going to this Rufus de Sol. Rufus, there's a
Du
full
Sol.
name. What's Rufus's full name?
Rufus Du Sol.
Okay, Rufus du Sol concert.
Yeah. And what's crazy, so we're at Run Club, we're all running, and Taylor says, I'm going to the Rufus show. Then Robbie, who listens to the pod, sounded like he was going but didn't have anyone to go with. He kind of was trying to like tag on, I think, to Taylor's Rufus.
He needed a ticket?
Yeah, no, he had tickets,
Or he
but he
needed a
was
group.
like...
He needed a
and then-
community.
And Taylor pretty much said, what are you, angling for an invite, a ride? What are you trying to do here?
And did he go? Did he go?
Okay, so
It
he
worked.
came with him, and then another girl, M, she said she was going to the Rufus show.
Yeah.
I get her, and I literally was like, who is Rufus? And goes, it's like an EDM thing. And a month ago, Taylor went to Odessa at the Expo State Park near USC, historic park. And I mean, I know who Odessa is, but like, I'm not going to an Odessa show.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Yeah.
I see it on Instagram. It's like the biggest thing ever. And then my favorite newsletter that I read about the music industry. This guy,
Group chat?
music industry. This guy, Bob Lefsetz, an older attorney. He writes about how Odessa is this insane experience, blah, 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 at the historic state park. And I go to Taylor. I'm like, you know, this guy is going to talk about Rufus. Because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everyone's talking about Rufus. The evening happens. I go on Instagram. It's like Rusty, who comes to run with us, Gilly, everyone on my Atlas.
Yeah.
Everyone is Rufusing their face off. And you know what? And then what happens? I wake up, obviously, wake up with Dom early in the morning. The first email I have is from that guy, Bob Lefsetz, talking about Rufus, how Rufus changed the music industry or whatever.
Really?
They're a 9-year-old band. 20,000+ people came to Expo Park in downtown LA, and everyone said it was like Coachella.
But didn't Rufus like headline Coachella?
Rufus headlined like Gobi Stage. Have you ever been to the Gobi Stage?
I've been.
I don't know.
Where is Gobi stage compared to all the stages? Tell me. Where.
It's in between, it's between main stage.
It's a checking and savings. Yeah, fuck out of here. No one knows where the Gobi stage
Okay,
is.
well,
at
either way,
Coachella.
the guys crushed it.
That's what I'm saying.
Or the guys, there's multiple, right?
I think it's 2 Rufuses.
There's multiple Rufy.
Yeah, Rufai.
Yeah.
But it's, you know what the most fascinating thing, and this is what that newsletter spoke about, that like today's world in music, entertainment, whatever it is, you can just go build an audience and like put on a show. This band is 9 years old from Australia, and they sold out in LA 20,000+ people. 20,000+ people. Think about what artists sell. How much was the ticket, Taylor?
They weren't cheap, so they started at 60 on StubHub, but they're selling 200 the day of.
StubHub, $200.
The day of, yeah.
And but what was cost? $60?
60 or 70, yeah.
And there was only one level. You just get in.
Yeah, one Coachella, GA.
He doesn't have a mic.
I know, but I'm
This is
asking you.
terrible
You have to-
production.
Okay, grab the mic, Taylor.
Jesus.
I'm
We're
kidding.
here. Production value. Rufus was tight. $60 tickets. It was wild. I'm still on a high from it. It's still great. Everything's
So pretty
amazing.
much, and what's interesting is it wasn't very young, right? Rufus was like 25+.
Yeah, so usually the shows, it's like all these like young kids who just want to like an excuse to go do drugs in the park. But this is like older professionals. Everyone's like so nice and like just
Older
good, solid-
professionals
Doing
looking for
drugs.
excuse to do drugs.
Exactly. It's like you don't want to go to Burning Man. You could do it here in LA.
Wow. And what kind of music is it?
I couldn't tell you, but it was awesome.
Oh, man.
I feel like the excuse for working professional to do drugs is like the
I
hottest
know,
market.
but Rufus, that could be anybody. Who's Rufus?
Yeah, that's my
Obviously,
point.
he's someone. I think
But
we're.
how did you know to go to this? Like, be honest.
He knows what's going on.
Yeah, no, but-
Girlfriend.
I mean, my girlfriend wanted an excuse to do Molly in LA.
Okay.
Cut that.
There's
Yeah,
nothing but the
drugs
truth.
is a good catalyst.
No, I agree. I mean, everyone I know that went, that was definitely doing drugs.
I feel like all the guys I know that went were led there by girls.
Yes. But how did the girls know that Rufus
The
was
girls
the place?
just love him. It's like I think he just makes music for
It's
girls.
one,
What race is
one Rufus or
Rufus?
two Rufus?
They're Australian. I think there might be three
There's two
Rufai, but I'm
roofies.
not sure.
Oh, there's 3 roofies.
2 or 3.
Rufai.
But no one's there for the music. You're there for the production value. You're there for being outdoors. You're there for just like kind of vibing. The music's like nothing's really special.
There's 3 Roofies. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so
Rufai.
there's 3
But I think it's
roofies.
fascinating that a band that we've never heard of, 20,000 people in LA. If it was whatever Scottsdale,
I do want to give a disclaimer though and say I don't think this is like
A
an
Rufus
internet phenomenon that we're not. It's like I think we're just out of the like EDM party music loop.
But
Yeah.
20,000 people paying
I know.
$60
And it's
is
not
a
even
lot
like
of money.
EDM party music though. It's more like chill, relaxed vibes, which kind of it's not like
But drug music, right? I mean, Molly.
Is it like
Kinda,
acid
but like-
shrooms music or
yeah,
what is it?
so let me break it down. No, it's a lot of people are on shrooms there.
Yeah.
A lot of people on Molly, and it's just
Yeah,
like
sure.
chill, vibey
Lot
stuff.
of
It's
acid.
like kind of Kygo vibes almost.
Yeah,
Like not
well,
I
like
love Kygo.
yeah.
Well, you might have loved
Maybe you should do
Roofy,
some
man.
acid.
I should have gone to Rufus.
You should have for the
Next
sake
time,
of the
D, you'll
pod.
come with us.
Yeah.
We have a good crew.
When's the
sake of the
next
pod, you should
Expo
have done
Park?
acid.
I'm not sure, but I'm sure my girlfriend.
That's like
will
the
tell me
hot
about it
spot in
soon.
LA now, huh?
It's so hot. I don't know if you guys have been there, but it feels like
I
you're not
mean,
in
we
LA.
went to college there. It was actually
Disgusting.
pretty dangerous when we were there.
It's so nice there now.
It's not
Really?
dangerous when Rufus is in
Yeah.
town.
And you have the whole view of the city. It's like it feels like you're at like a Lala in Chicago. It's
You know
like-
what's interesting? Okay, let me ask you a question, Drama. Who had more people, Rufus or Disneyland?
Disneyland by far. You want to know what's no secret? Disneyland.
Was Disney? So you went to Disneyland today?
I just got back. I just cruised back from Anaheim straight into the studio.
Which is crazy because do you have kids?
What? You're my best friend.
I don't know. I'm asking. I want to clarify.
Are you leading into the? I mean, that's,
not
if you want to get host, this is the wrong way to do it.
I do not have kids.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
listener.
What drove you to go to Disneyland?
Well, my cousin Robert loves Disneyland. Him and his wife love Disneyland. He
Okay.
proposed to his wife at Disneyland.
Oh wow.
What's his last name?
Dyrdek.
Okay.
And which number one, he is still famous as shit.
Yeah, I mean he can't walk through
Oh my
Disneyland.
God! We walked through there, and every single person was like, "Holy fuck, it's Rob Dyrdek! Ridiculousness, Rob Dyrdek!"
That is his fan base, which is
my
America.
God. I just thought, I don't know, like it's been lingering on ridiculousness for years.
but
Like,
it's
I
on
thought-
every day.
Just saying, man, famous as shit.
Yeah.
So just in case anyone was curious.
Did you guys have security or what'd you have?
No, we had an escort guy. So he hit me up this week and was like, "Hey, I have a full escort through Disneyland if you want to come."
Okay, how much is that?
I don't know, but I don't know. I honestly don't know.
The
but
rates that I've heard are like $5,000 a day. Does that sound right?
I'm sure it's in that ballpark.
I think it's more
It might be more.
for the group that they had.
How many people did you have?
6.
There's no way that was
You're
only
paying per
5,000.
person.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the point is, so I hate Disneyland.
Yeah.
I've only went there like once or twice. It
It's
was
the
a
worst
terrible
place on
experience.
earth. It's the worst place.
It's not the happiest place on earth.
No,
it's
it's
the worst
miserable.
place on earth. But I didn't have this experience.
Yeah.
So I was like, of course we'll go.
So what's the experience like? So
Incredible.
Let me
It's
ask.
the happiest place on earth.
That's the happiest place
Let
on
me
earth.
ask you a
If you're
question.
rich, it's the happiest place on
Let me ask
earth.
a question. So you drove.
Yeah.
Where'd you park?
Valet in some, like there's like a hotel that you valet at. You go through the hotel and you're in the park.
Oh wow.
Complimentary
Valet?
valet. You valet, you're in the park, you have a guide, you walk like through, not even like front of the line style, like around the
entrance.
back, a guy opens a door and you're in the seat. And like
Okay.
every car was reserved for just our group, so we didn't even have to be with icky strangers.
Yeah.
And
The commoners.
the commoners, and we got to ride like, I don't know, like 16 rides.
Wait, what'd you
Normally
ride?
you go, you ride like
What'd you-
3 and you have to
you
go
ride
home.
Space
16
Mountain?
rides
You
in
did
4
Space
days.
Mountain?
Yeah, Space Mountain, we did it all.
How good was Space Mountain?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was so fun. We did every ride. And then there was a game that we really liked on a Simpsons ride. We went back and did it 3 more times.
Do you know the last time I went to Disneyland? Grad night, 1998.
Well, let me tell you this:
So
if
I've
you ever
been
get
26.
invited, if you ever get invited with a free pass
Yeah.
to go without the kids,
Yeah.
because there was no kids,
Oh, he
which
didn't bring his
actually
kids.
was really great. Because there's like a lot of rides that
Wait,
kids
did you
can't
do
ride.
California Adventure or just?
We did both.
Oh, you did both.
You're all
One time, yeah. We did everything.
What about food? Do you have to wait in line for food?
No, we had a nice dinner that was was waiting for us. We just
Like, it
came
was
in-
already done.
It wasn't done, but we came in, had a table ready. We had some wine and a nice lunch.
So you did fantasy camp for Disneyland.
It was unlike anything. I mean, Disneyland is incredible.
I can only do it like that. I mean,
If you ever get the invite or you get motivated to go, don't take the kids and go that way. If you went that way and drank a little, funnest
if I was
thing
a little
ever.
buzzed, yeah, that'd be good.
Because you know the kids can't ride like most of the rides, and obviously
Right.
kids are like, you know.
I don't like to tell
Being
Dom about
kids.
Mickey Mouse. That's why.
Did you Splash Mountain?
Here's the funniest thing. Here's the funniest thing is they had to like, because they had like their merch and stuff, like their ears and whatever, and so they had to like
Hide 'em?
lie to the kids,
Yeah.
and like, where are you going? What are you doing with those ears? I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
We have a meeting today.
Yeah. So you can't
And-
even take pictures.
Yeah. Well, the kids don't check Instagram.
Yeah.
So it's good. What did you say?
Did you do Splash Mountain?
I said, what's Splash Mountain?
I think that's the,
The
one we
the,
didn't
the
do.
water one.
I think
I
we
think
didn't
that's
do that
another
one.
park.
No, that's Disneyland.
No, that's there.
know
I think
it's-
that's the one we didn't do.
But Small World. I love those teacups.
No,
I can't
that's
do
too,
teacups.
that's too
I'll
kid.
throw up.
We went
if I
all
do
for the
those.
best. Indiana
You get a
Jones. We got
churro?
stuck in the middle of Indiana Jones. It'll be on my Instagram.
Okay.
I might press charges.
After all
churro, we had a churro on the way
all the
out.
good
Yeah.
treatment, you're gonna sue Disneyland.
I'm just saying, we were scared for our lives.
Was the food any good?
Great. I had a fettuccine alfredo.
What's,
Got it.
do you got any Beyond or Impossible or anything like
I don't,
They have Cali
I don't think
beer.
they're very progressive over there at Disney. They're still.
that?
The crowd isn't really.
Mean potatoes.
Yeah, they're looking for a burger and a dog.
And Rob.
Yeah, and Bob Dyrdek. Okay. All right, we got to get into some news.
Let's do it.
Okay. First up, I want to start with some pop culture news this time. Just start with some nice fun stuff. Did you guys see this story about Michelle Phan, who was, so obviously YouTubers have just absolutely exploded and become the biggest thing in the world, and other than Rob Dyrdek at Disneyland, and the biggest product in that space seems to be beauty, makeup, that sort of thing. There's James Charles, Jeffree Star, I know, makes tens of millions of dollars. It's huge. This girl, Michelle Phan, was one of the first big YouTubers who was in the beauty space.
Yep.
And apparently what I didn't really know is that she just sort of disappeared. She just sort of stopped YouTubing. And then she popped up recently. What was she dealing with? Was it burnout? Was she the fame got too heavy? The pressure?
So Michelle Phan was one of the first people that I realized how big a YouTube star can create a business, because when she launched Ipsy, which is a cosmetic subscription business, and this was early on, I was hearing like customer acquisition costs were so low because it was all coming from her YouTube channel, and I was like, wow, this business. I mean, I think it's worth close to $1 billion, if not more.
Currently?
The last time it was valued.
Got it.
And
Well, I think they claim they're doing 500 million in revenue.
yeah, and they have millions of
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like
I would
3 days
disappear
ago.
too. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I
So
think I'm going to be making vlogs.
So what happened was, she was really early. She was one of the first big beauty stars on YouTube. She launches Ipsy. It's a huge success. And in 2015, she just, Barry Sanders just disappears.
Yeah.
If people know who that is.
I don't even
Barry
know the reference.
Sanders is retired. Yeah.
I know, but like she retired pretty much from what made her famous.
Yeah.
And she posted something a few years ago on why she left. She was burnt out in privacy and blah, 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 whatever. And she's back. She did an interview with The Cut. And she's talking about like why she left and why she, loves her privacy. And she thinks she left at the peak of social media and YouTube. I don't like when it's very similar to me what these social media stars are doing who did really well and then disappear. What like like Chris Hughes from Facebook. I made all his money off Facebook. I left, and now I want to bring it down. Right?
Well,
And
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like she did really, really well because of social media. And now she's saying it's not that important, or like she's saying I value
Because she's
my
already rich, you're
Yeah.
saying she just
Yeah,
is shitting on
she's
it.
downplaying because she's saying the article is speaking that like YouTube and social media and all these things have peaked, and I think that's complete horseshit.
I mean, that's the dumbest
That's
thing.
actually
I
the
have
worst take I've ever heard.
Yeah, and
Like
so
literally never heard something stupider.
exactly, and even a lot of reporters, I constantly read articles that influencers are over. That is the most incorrect statement.
No, it's a lazy take.
Yeah.
It's a lazy take that reporters can do.
I think it's like a wishful take.
And no,
like,
I
oh,
think,
yeah,
I
they're
think
over.
it's
It's back
good.
to
It's good clickbait.
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, influencers are over. Oh, Instagram people don't matter. Like, of course they do.
And I don't like someone like Michelle Phan who's built her career off the platform of YouTube and has gone left it fine. You were successful. You made a bunch of money. You're probably doing fine. She has a new cosmetics business that she bought back from L'Oreal called M Cosmetics. And great, you're thriving. You're doing well. Good for you. But there's this entire ecosystem of so many people that are thriving off of it.
Yeah.
And I don't see it going anywhere. I don't see where, I think YouTube, like, I'm sure she's made a lot of money. Go tell my little homie Ryan from Ryan's Reviews
Yeah.
about YouTube has peaked.
Yeah.
Ryan's probably flying private.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't get
No, Ryan's parents are flying private.
Ryan's like,
Ryan- you don't
Ryan's
think-
not seeing any of the money.
But Ryan's flying private.
Ryan's at home with a nanny.
Ryan's at home with the nanny.
Ryan,
The parents are at Disneyland.
yeah, private.
Yeah.
Shutting it down. But I'm just saying, like,
Ryan's parents were ahead of drama in line
Yeah.
at Space Mountain.
Far ahead.
Ryan's Mountain.
Yeah. That's now Ryan's Mountain. Yeah, it's
just
stupid.
Yeah, and I don't like when people who have thrived off the platform go back and downplay it. Because the other thing that really annoys me is this whole burnout, depression thing about social media.
Yeah.
Because I think so. We've effectively taken a part of our life, and we do podcasts, we do social media, whatever, LinkedIn, whatever, all this crap we're doing.
Yep.
And
I think it's pretty cool, but if you think it's, if you think it's crap,
whatever, it's just a figure of speech. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Are you depressed?
yes,
You're depressed.
I'm burnt out.
You just literally
Yeah.
took a first class experience
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Disneyland.
yeah. I was
You're
actually
fucking-
coming in today to tell you guys I'm getting kind of burnt out.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy as can be.
Exactly. My point is, I think the depression, the difficult part of the social media experience for young people
Yeah.
is that it is the most closest thing to actual work,
Yeah,
right? We treat it like a job.
yeah,
Right? We know we have to do a podcast, we have to do X, we have to do Y, we have to do Z every single week, no matter what. I'm not depressed about doing it. A 21-year-old, unfortunately, who does this, they get depressed. And they're like, this is too much, I can't handle it. Meh, 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 meh.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. It's a job. It's a job.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what happens when you have to work? You do something maybe you don't completely enjoy to pay your bills.
Yeah.
And people think it's like something more than that. And I just disagree. I think it's a job.
yeah. I mean, I want to push back, but I can't really. I think you're right. I'm trying to find the gap of where like you're wrong and these people have a right, but I do think that these people, a lot of these people didn't have real jobs, and they fell into this thing. Like I've talked to a lot of influencers, and a lot of them just fell into this world.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't like I planned, like back when we used to film TV on MTV, it was 20 times as hard as any of these podcasts
I remember
are.
you used to have to go in the morning.
Yeah.
You would have to film till the evening, and then
No
you would
phone,
no
'cause
phone,
you're
no
on
nothing.
camera.
And then you'd have to. Then maybe you'd come into the office at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's just like
for months at a time. But the point is like, and that's nothing compared to a real movie.
Yeah.
Or that's nothing compared to like filming a real TV show. So I don't know. I think that it's when you get this, it kind of comes easy because I think a lot of these people stumbled into big fame and big money, and you can get burnt out because there's no one to even compare to. There's not other cast members. You just are kind of like,
you're just on an
little
island by
weak.
yourself. Yeah.
I hate to say that, but, and also whatever, I get like, I don't know, maybe algorithms change, you get depressed, your followers go down. I don't know, but I have had a hard time.
But that's like, imagine
relating.
working at Ernst & Young and you're like a new employee, you worked 70 hours a week, and then next thing you know it, another kid comes and he's working harder, and then your boss...
And we're talking about our privileged, great lives. We're talking about the differences of filming different forms of media.
Yeah.
Getting a normal job
Yes.
at
Yeah.
20 years old, when you don't have that many skills, you get the shit kicked out of you
Yes.
from
Yeah.
all angles. For a decade, if
Yeah.
you're lucky, you might
Look at
some
Pete.
headway.
Pete's nodding his head. This is his first job. He's working for me.
I mean,
and he
watch-
thinks he's getting his shit kicked out.
Yeah,
He thinks
watch
this is
8
hard.
Mile.
Cakewalk.
Do you remember?
You're in West Hollywood with your shirt off.
With his feet up. Look at him. Feet
Remember
up and
8 Mile?
inside out
You
Nike
saw how
socks.
hard Eminem was working?
B-Rabbit? Look at
Eminem was
B-Rabbit.
working his ass off.
Yeah, I think
in
it's
the
insulting.
factory.
I think it's kind of insulting to like normal,
Yes.
hardworking people with regular jobs because they're working 20 times harder than
Yes.
these people and making 1/100th of the money.
And they keep their mouths shut.
Yeah.
They shut up and work.
You don't hear me complaining.
But whatever. I
No,
think
we don't. And we
hear-
don't want to.
I think everything's it weeds itself out, right? Like all these YouTubers, easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
Some are gonna weed out, and some are gonna keep doing incredible. And what's her name's hosting the Late Show. And
Releasing,
like
yeah.
people just some graduate, some don't.
I actually think the biggest opportunity in social media is actually older people, because I think they have the temperament to handle the ups and downs of like, think
Yeah.
about it. Like if I post a pic and I don't get a lot of likes, I don't care. Like I have my tequila and move on with my life. Like I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But there's kids who probably, if they have a bad pic, they have
delete
mad
it.
anxiety.
They delete it.
Oh,
They
what do you
have-
mean
it's anxiety.
probably? It's like, yeah, it's horrendous.
No, of course they do.
You forget just deleting it, but I think they have like emotional.
Yep. But also you have something else to fall back on. This is their entire life
Yeah,
is how many likes they're getting.
mine is too.
I understand. Well, you've been strong and I respect you for it.
Thank you.
All right, we got to move on. But the point is, it's gonna the tough ones are gonna rise to the top.
Yes.
The other ones are just gonna kind of recycle.
Yeah, I just don't like the successful people talking down to the.
I agree. I agree
I
with
agree.
that.
You got to be
That's fine.
careful. Unless you want to donate half of the money you've made to mental health research and what social media is.
I'm
doing.
okay with that.
To the Screen Time app.
Okay.
Can I make a quick comment?
Sure.
Did you see the Dr. Phil video?
I
that's
don't
recently
care
gone?
anything.
Yes,
that
it's
Dr.
incredible.
Phil does.
Well, let's post it on the feed. Are we gonna
Word.
post it on the feed?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Okay.
Okay. Next up, we have a news story that also ties into some live in the field reporting,
Yep.
and that is the Joker. The Joker movie came out. I see lots of
Clowns.
clowns. I would say mostly good feedback. There is a little bit of bad. I saw an article that said, "Is the ending of the Joker problematic?" Which is annoying, and I don't even know what happened.
Yep.
But mostly praise. The only one of the group chatters here that saw it is Anand. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you go ahead and take over.
Yeah, I thought the movie is absolutely phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I heard it was
Phenomenal.
very scary.
Phenomenal.
Scary.
No, but was it scary or
No,
not?
it wasn't scary. It was just like chilling.
Was Joaquin better than?
You know, who- you
Joaquin is winning Best Actor
Answer my question.
Guaranteed.
Is Joaquin better
than Heath Ledger.
than Heath Ledger?
Different.
say
That's
it.
a weak way out.
You're
different.
such a pussy.
to
Say it.
Joaquin's winning Best Actor, so I can tell you that.
Choose a
So did
freaking
Heath Ledger. He
answer.
won. He won the award too.
Good for
Heath or Joaquin?
Joaquin was incredible.
I hate you.
Joaquin, by the
You're
way,
dancing.
you know
You're
he's going
tiptoe.
nuts because of the movie.
I
You see
mean,
the
that's
article?
the thing, right?
He lost like 50 pounds.
Oh, he was. I mean,
He said he's like, I'm losing my mind.
So without giving
Yeah,
any,
that role.
yeah.
give it away, whatever. No one's watching this movie.
No, don't give it away.
No one's watching. It's probably the biggest movie.
he's probably killing everybody. He's killing people.
No.
That's
He doesn't
So
kill
the-
one
the-
person. Does he kill anybody?
He kills people, of course.
He's the Joker.
He's the Joker. The movie captures in such an incredible way of everything that's going on in society.
Really?
Yes.
Is it
but
problematic?
Michelle Phan was in there.
No. In terms
Was
of
anyone
like
burnt out?
No, in terms of like
Depressed.
Yeah. No, I mean there's a mental illness component.
Well,
There's-
Joker is mentally
Was there any
ill.
jewels
Sure.
or White Claws?
There's
Supreme?
and Jesus. I hate you guys. I may be the Joker.
Was Tekashi 6ix9ine in it?
Yeah.
He snitched on
He
the
looks
Joker.
like the Joker.
Yeah.
No. Come on. Let's
Focus.
let's dial.
We're
Let's
focused.
everyone calm down real quick.
We're funny and exciting.
No, the movie it's like about the populist uprising. It's about the poor overtaking the rich. It's about mental
the
illness.
Joker?
Bernie Sanders.
It's everything that is literally on like everything in society that we're talking about. The Joker movie captures.
But who's the Joker? Who is that guy?
What do you mean? Who is he?
mean?
Like
He's
in the-
Joaquin Phoenix.
I,
Who is
I
he?
know who Joaquin. But like, where does he come
He's
from?
Bernie Sanders. He's who Bernie Sanders wants to
He's
be.
like a homeless guy.
No, he's not a homeless guy. He's an individual.
He's like an evil superhero. Whatever
So like
superhero.
Hero.
he's just like a villain that like he got arrested, like Jack
no,
Nicholson.
he's dealing with
tries to take
mental
down the
illness and
establishment.
stuff. Yes.
But how does he become the Joker? That's what I
Watch the movie. I can't.
Watch the
I can't
freaking
do.
movie.
I'm not going to the theater.
You're ridiculous.
The movie's
Well, I'm gonna watch
incredible.
it this
I'm
week.
it's rated
telling you-
R, right?
Yeah, absolutely, it's rated R. The movie's incredible, and Todd Phillips, who has done all these comedic movies,
Yep.
Paging Doctor.
he killed it.
Don't ever forget.
It was incredible.
Okay.
Record-breaking movie, by the way.
Record-breaking opening
Yep.
for October, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little.
so can I give a little tidbit?
Halloween.
I get
Hold
it,
on,
but
can I give a little tidbit?
Record-breaking for
Should I be Joker
October?
for Halloween?
You are a clown.
Can I give a little tidbit? A little tidbit. Inside info.
Yeah.
A very close friend of mine. He's a senior executive at a consumer tech-facing platform. I can't say which one. They had a promotion with Joker, the
yes?
studio.
Okay.
Okay.
And
What are they selling?
When he found out that I was going to Joker last night,
He got nervous for you.
texted me and said, "Do not go."
Because he thought you get killed.
Yes. He said the studio is terrified of shootings.
FBI was on high alert.
And
the
he
whole
was
weekend.
like, "Do not go.
Why?
I'm telling you, do not go." And I was like, "I really want to go."
Where'd you go
Why?
see it?
The Grove.
Why
I was
would
like, the Grove is Secret Service.
Yeah, no one's shooting at the Grove. Why is this more?
And the studio was because of Aurora, Colorado, because that was the
Dark Knight.
Yes.
Dark Knight's scary.
Come on, that's ridiculous. Don't go to the theaters
No,
because one time
but-
in history
but-
a guy shot.
That movie is so dark.
No, but the point is the studio dialed down the marketing because they were scared of shootings.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Is anything about it problematic?
In terms of what?
You know what problematic means? Like
I know what problem.
Maybe he doesn't.
I'm just saying. What do you mean in what terms? I'm saying was anything does anything touch on?
No, it touched on about not taking mental illness seriously.
So
it
what's
touched
problematic?
Is the Joker mentally ill?
Yeah.
But what is there anything problematic?
I'm still not. I'm not.
Do you know
I'm
what
confused by.
problematic means?
I'm still
What I'm
confused
saying
by your
is
question.
there anything that's,
That's
like a
just
trigger warning
to get
for
people to kill people.
potentially mentally ill,
Of
trans?
course, the have-nots versus the haves. Of course, that's the whole movie.
So if you're poor, you should kill people.
We're having a tough time here.
D.
Okay, so there's nothing problematic.
No, it's about everything that we talk about on this podcast.
Are you
No,
paid by
but
the-
is any
the-
of it
for the studio?
problematic?
You guys are.
Are you a cop?
Did we not check him for a wire when
We
he
got a
came in?
freaking Joker over here. Okay, well, listen, I'm going to see it this week. Hopefully, I'll give some more
Be
input.
safe.
And I'll be safe because apparently.
Yeah, you're gonna go
gosh.
see it at ArcLight. That place looks dangerous.
I'm not going to go to ArcLight. I exclusively go to iPick, especially before they wrap that thing up. They're already bankrupt. Okay, next up, looks like another evil supervillain, James Franco, is being sued.
Was he in the superhero? Wasn't he like Superman?
No, I don't remember what he was, but he is a little creepy man.
His superhero is creepiness.
Yeah, he's been sued by former acting students of his over sexual harassment. Now, his name has come up a lot in the whole Me Too stuff. We've heard stories from inside the acting world.
Yeah.
It seems pretty much clear as day that James Franco is a little creepy. So not a shocker, but what do you guys think will happen here?
So there's pretty graphic kind of explanation by some of his former students. First of all, why does James Franco have a school?
So that he can meet young ladies to grope
Okay, well,
chat.
he has a master class for sex scenes.
No.
Yes, that he personally
There
taught.
you go. That's why he has a partner.
And Franco removed protective guards from actresses' vagina while simulating oral sex during an orgy scene.
Jesus.
Got angry when women refused to go topless and pressured students to sign vague nudity riders.
Oh my God.
First of all, I'm just asking the women out there, are you signing up for a masterclass sex scene with James Franco?
I'm just saying, I know that there are young ladies who really want to make it in acting.
Right,
that
that's
are
a
like, I'm
problem.
going to learn from a real star. It's better than being deep in Sherman Oaks somewhere, learning from
James
Bobby
Franco,
Ron
needs,
Jeremy.
James Franco needs to be canceled.
James Franco.
The number of
is-
allegations that he's
Yeah.
had, and
gets
I actually have
protected.
a close friend that has dealt with James Franco issue.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm very upset about this.
And she's very famous.
I just don't understand how all of these other people, like, how does Aziz Ansari get it, but James Franco dodges it?
Yeah.
How did that happen? How did, even Louis C.K., how did he get it, but how does, I mean, we know some of the stories of James Franco.
Louis C.K. compared to, I don't know.
I'm just saying, all you gotta do is look and say, oh, the guy has a sex scene class, canceled.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what's going on in there,
Yeah.
man. He's canceled.
Why did you have to train for that?
Because he's a creep.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a next level creep.
I hope he doesn't get any more roles. Like the studios, like you cancel all these other people, like cancel him.
What if he gets lucky and it's just at the end of
What
cancel
movie
culture?
does he do? Well, I haven't
Well,
seen him
I
in a
mean,
movie recently.
He's not canceled.
He's not canceled. You're right.
He's not.
yeah.
He's a piece of shit. Let's get rid of
Protective
him.
guards. Like what? Imagine if like your girlfriend or wife was going to acting class and you're like, yeah, I forgot my badge guard.
Because, you know,
Tonight's a
Franco
big
likes to get up
sex
in there.
night with James. Like, what? Ah, God, this town is weird.
It is weird, like that whole like entertainment actor like trying to make it in Hollywood scene is just. There's I saved it. I haven't read it, so I don't want to speak on it yet. There's an op-ed from Harvey Weinstein's former assistant that I'm like dying to read because like, sure she knew, like you know these really powerful men and the way they handle their schedule and like what's going on, like they know.
Who is it? His assistant?
Yeah, former
His
assistant.
assistants were helping him.
Yeah,
Yeah, of
His
course.
assistants were like, oh yeah, here's your meeting, and then close the door.
yeah,
Yeah, they're complicit.
Okay. Well, listen, let's lock up James.
yeah.
I think this whole cancel thing's a little crazy. I think all this stuff's a little crazy.
What about Seth Rogen? He's friends
James
with
should
him.
be locked up.
Should he be
I
canceled?
like Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen seems great, but if they still do movies together,
You gotta lock him up.
you know that guy's a perv. Come on.
I mean, all his movies are about
Come
being a perv.
on. Okay. Let's move into some technology business news. Let's talk about Barney's New York. I saw an article over the weekend that Barney's, there's an offer to buy Barney's out of bankruptcy for maybe $210 million by the owner of Atrium, which is the owner of Kith.
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
So there hasn't been any offers yet. The final date apparently is October 11th. And Sam Ben Avraham, who is he originally, so I've known about him and been around him my entire fashion career. He started a trade show called Project, sold it to the Magic Trade Show, made a bunch of money. He had a retail concept called the Atrium, which was like a big 5-4 account back in the day, just on Bleecker and Broadway in New York City. Then he partnered with Ronnie Fee to start Kith. Kith became this like iconic streetwear retail concept, footwear, and then the own brand. So he's kind of like been extremely successful. He owns Liberty Fairs, which is another trade show right now. So he's like definitely a major player in fashion. And apparently he's the only bid as of now for Barney's. So I'll tell you, if he's figured out retail with Kith, because Kith is freaking killing it. I live near the kid store in LA. I'll go there and it is slammed with kids. Like they're like giving something away for free.
Yeah,
like I
don't
can't
think they
believe
are.
how many
Yeah.
people at Kid.
Yeah.
And so clearly they know retail and they understand the concept. I think Barney's is just a function of a poorly operated business. There's clearly such high demand for the brands inside of Barney's.
Yeah.
Maybe it needs to be smaller. Sure, less stores. Maybe it needs to be smaller physical stores. I don't know what they have to do to make it profitable. But Barney's is such an iconic retailer. And they
Even
just
the name. I'm surprised there's only one offer. The name is so, and don't they closed down all the stores, right? There's only
The one at the
handful of
Grove, the
stores?
co-op's already closed.
all the co-ops closed.
Yeah.
I think there's only 4 or 5 stores.
Yeah, it's a tiny business now. I mean, not
Yeah,
tiny.
there aren't that many leases.
Well, good for
It's
them.
New
man.
So I feel like you can
make
I feel
sense of it.
Yes, I
There's going to
think
be a Kith pop-up in all Barney's.
if you
real
were
soon.
able to manage the leases in terms of like just having a small footprint, I think this is a salvageable business.
Yeah, there's got to be a
Given
thriving.
what's going on in luxury, like
It's weird.
Every
you'd
one
have,
of
to
those.
be, you'd have to be a really bad operator in a small footprint not to be able to manage luxury stores, given you negotiate out of the bad leases.
Like I drive. We run by during our run club, Maxfield. Every weekend, there's a freaking line of
Yeah.
kids at Maxfield. They're getting kids to line up at Maxfield. That is the most expensive store for apparel in LA. Barney's could do the same thing. Just go younger and figure it out.
Right.
Like
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see. But hopefully, Ronnie Feig wins a floor.
NBA 2K.
Yeah.
Ronnie
Good
Feig.
stuff.
is he on NBA?
I mean, I think he's.
That's
yeah.
Ronnie.
They
2K.
got everyone.
No, Ronnie Feig's in NBA 2K.
Oh, he is
He
too?
has to be. Everyone's
Everyone's
in
in
it.
NBA 2K.
Yeah.
Should I play NBA 2K?
If you're
Play
not
it?
in it, you're irrelevant.
I'm
Yeah, that's
irrelevant.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. We're
How do you even
irrelevant.
play NBA 2K? What system is it?
Xbox.
It's all of them.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
I could play NBA 2K on my
Listen,
phone.
you're too old.
Yes,
Just
there
move
should
on.
be a version.
This is not a good time to get into video games. You
But
have
if
a
I
lot of
just-
shit to worry about.
Didn't you
Okay.
try Fortnite once?
Yeah, he tried Fortnite for 2 days.
That was really hard.
Okay.
A lot of violence.
All right, moving on. It looks like all of these tariffs going on around the world are very, very bad for what I would say is the more elite crowd. Because these U.S. tariffs are really affecting luxury food items like wine and cheeses. So, being that we are a podcast that looks out for everyone, being the everyday working man and woman, as well as the rich old white man, I figured we should talk about it.
Yeah, I'm really pandering here to the rich white people.
Yeah.
There's some recent tariffs on European exports that will affect wine, cheese, and liquor by 25%. So I was reading this article, and it's insane how much of France, Italy, Spain, Greece, Portugal, Netherlands, Germany, Ireland, UK, when it comes to liquor, wine, and cheese, are affected by the tariffs. And how big the percentage is for each of those countries of U.S. consumption, whether it's wine or liquor or whatever it is, 25% is so crazy.
Yeah. That's a Brexit thing?
No, that's Trump just...
But I thought this was all about China.
It's nothing to do with China.
Now he
I
just...
know, but I'm saying
No,
now
he
he's
went,
just
he went after
tariffing
Europe.
everyone?
So the real reason why there's European tariffs is Airbus, which is an airline manufacturer in Europe, sells largely to American manufacturers,
Okay.
has won some big contracts with American airlines recently,
Okay.
and that affects Boeing and a lot of local domestic manufacturing. So he went after that, and he levied these tariffs on European
So he's
manufacturers.
just putting tariffs on everyone.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck.
Oh, I thought it was only China.
No.
Ah, shit.
And so now your Italian and French wines are
LeBron can't be happy.
it has no impact on his life.
I have a feeling 25% does not hit LeBron's radar.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But it's interesting to see. I'm really curious because the intention is to affect people like Airbus, but what happens is you impact small businesses all around the world. How much does this actually impact? Do we as American consumers start saying, you know what? Fuck your French wine. I'm not drinking it.
No, I think the problem is you just have a commander-in-chief that doesn't give a shit. And he's just like...
Because he doesn't even drink. That's part of the problem.
Because his
That's my
only
biggest problem.
priority is to look good.
Yeah, his only priority is
to the
ego.
down and out middle American, his base.
Yeah.
There's no long-term, like the moment he's out of office, the next person takes all these tariffs off. It's over. And I think every country, like we talked about, every leader of every country has to know that. So they're just going to play hardball for now, let it mess up our economy or do whatever, and then the next guy or girl is going to yank it.
But I do think it affects the American consumer because, like, if you put a French bottle of wine in Trader Joe's and it went from 30 to like damn near 40, they're not buying it. That is a meaningful amount of difference.
Not at Trader Joe's. No one's buying at Trader Joe's. That's meaningful at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's a big, meaningful amount. Like, all of a sudden, it's like a $30 bottle of wine went to 40. You're like, I'm not buying this wine.
It's just let us have our wine and cheeses. You know what I mean? If you're going to mess up our apparel and all these other things, let us get drunk and have some dairy.
I was at a liquor store in Sunset. You know Sunset Liquor Locker?
Yeah.
I was picking up a bottle of tequila, and I asked the guy, I've been seeing there since like literally 18 years. I've been buying liquor from there. I go, what is your number one selling bottle of tequila? Or alcohol? And he goes, Casamigos, number one by far. Blanco and Reposado. And then I go, what's number two? And he goes, Tito's. Both are American brands, interesting enough.
Yeah, Tito's is Austin.
Yeah.
Casamigos is here.
It's Clooney.
Yeah.
What good stuff then.
Buy
Fuck 'em.
America.
Everyone just start drinking tequila.
Yeah. Tequila and vodka.
All right, man, we got to buckle down and just chug tequila in these tough times. Okay, next up. TikTok is quickly becoming very, very, very important. And I think I don't know if we talked about it on the pod or not, but internally we've had lots of conversations about TikTok. And it seemed like for a while it was kind of questionable because all of their growth seemed like it was kind of being bought. And so it didn't really seem like it was going to stick around. It seemed like it might have been another Vine. Now the conversations seem to be changing.
Like
And
everyone feels like they have to be on TikTok.
everyone feels they have to be on TikTok. I was just sent the Washington Post page on TikTok. And like when those things start happening, you see that everyone is accepting that they have to migrate to TikTok. It's been big for kids for a while, but when those people start migrating, it seems like a big deal. It looks like Google has decided that they might want to throw their hat in the ring and go to war for this segment with the acquisition of an app called Firework.
Guess
This
what?
seems to me like a very bad decision.
Sounds like crickets.
I would say stupid fucking idea.
Right?
Because no one is on Firework. Everyone's on TikTok.
Yeah, the problem is people are like Google in this potential acquisition is mistaking technology versus platform.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a brand. TikTok is a brand.
Yeah, anyone can build a video sharing platform.
That's not why TikTok
That's
is
not why
popular.
TikTok. Yeah, exactly.
And what's interesting is it's the same issue that I see, which rarely, the only company, to be honest with you, that doesn't do this is Facebook, where they know they'll try to replicate it, and when they can't, they'll just buy the freaking company. And I think in this case, TikTok has clearly made a serious dent.
Yep.
God knows if they're profitable. God knows if ByteDance, the Chinese company that owns them, is worth $75 billion, like private
they have like
markets.
10 other apps, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but
one of
like
the
who
10.
knows if they're actually a $75 billion company and they're worth it? Who knows, right? All those things are questionable. But if for some reason Google was like, you know what? Our future is in, is it 6-second videos? What is TikTok?
No, TikTok's
It's more.
60 seconds. You can do as
Yeah,
much
you
as
can
you
do
want.
quite a while.
Okay, so whatever. They think, short form video is the future of social media. Then pick your pants up, write a big check.
For what? For TikTok?
Yeah, buy the whole company. $75 billion. You can buy the company for $75 billion. Google is worth damn near $1 trillion. It's less than 10%.
it's
Write a
just too
check.
late. It's too late.
Don't be weak.
It's too late.
No, I mean, ByteDance has like 10 other companies. It's
Still-
They're
Totia.
not selling it.
It's all these other companies. But TikTok's one of.
Okay, so buy the whole thing. If you want TikTok so bad, buy the whole thing.
Here's the thing though. What if
Firework? Who is on Firework? Taylor, are you on Firework?
they
And
integrated
Taylor's literally hot.
Taylor's
He's at
scamming everyone on
Rufus.
every
Yeah.
platform.
Nobody at Rufus is fireworking.
Yes. yeah.
I wonder what if they tied it into YouTube. What if there was a YouTube short form play?
Crickets.
Because there's
Too
no
late.
YouTube. The YouTube app, I'm sure a lot of people use it, but it's not like
It's over. I'm sorry. You got to buy TikTok.
they can't.
I
It's
think
too
they're
expensive.
too big.
They can't.
They're too big.
And China, that's just
Yeah,
another.
it's just
China-
like-
China's
But it's Google's entry into China also.
yeah, but I think that's China wouldn't let
And
that.
China-
go.
wouldn't
TikTok
let
is
it-
all like I'll go on it. So our friend Jay Sean had a like a Croatian DJ. So at our friend's Nidish's wedding, his manager was telling me that a Croatian DJ, this was like a month ago, had remixed Jay Sean's very famous song from 10 years ago, "Write It."
Yep.
And it's like a dance version with a new singer, all this stuff. Puts it out on TikTok. It goes viral. The damn song is charting globally because of TikTok.
That is Little Nas X.
I know, but I'm saying is like when you have that much.
Yes.
So
Who's going to let that go, though? Nobody's going to sell that, especially when it's China. It's so important to them to have this power in
Yeah.
our. You know what I'm saying? That's big.
But here's the thing: when I go on Instagram, for the most part, Instagram's most influential people are American. Yes, there are Indian people with 50 million, 100 million followers, whatever.
Yeah.
But like they're not shifting the culture of Instagram. When I see TikTok, I go on. They're like mad Indians and Chinese people that are like
Yeah.
controlling the platform,
it's
right?
global.
It's such a global phenomenon. I feel like a Google or
Yeah, but you can't buy them.
It's too late.
ByteDance
You
too
cannot
big.
buy it. Why would you ever sell
Google can buy them.
it? For any price, why would you sell it?
I mean, they
$100
could.
billion.
It's
They
too
can buy it.
valuable. It's too valuable to have that much global power in social
And
media.
China's not going to allow all that data to go back to an American company.
Hell no. You
No
think
chance.
Gigi's down for that?
Xi does not play. Look what he's doing to Hong Kong.
Fucking
Listen,
G.
all that matters is we got to start a group chat TikTok and start fucking
Yeah,
dancing
exactly,
or
yeah.
doing whatever these kids are doing.
Pete, Taylor, get us a TikTok.
Yeah.
Jesus
on,
Christ.
we better
Monday
be-
morning.
Tomorrow we better be fucking dabbing
Follow
or doing whatever.
our TikTok. It's called Group Chat TikTok.
Hopefully.
We'll follow up on the Instagram.
There might be
with
two
the
T's or
proper-
something.
Yeah.
Or an underscore in
Can
there.
we dance?
Three
What do we
G's,
do?
two C's.
Okay, next up. D, I'm going to let you take this one because I don't really know, but I have a feeling you're going to really love it.
Yes.
Walmart has this company called ModCloth.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a company called Go Global might be acquiring them. I don't know much information. I'm going to let you take it. I have a feeling you're not happy.
No, I'm actually very joyous
What?
because Walmart went on a buying spree of horseshit companies,
Yes.
and all those horseshit companies are word zero.
And one of them might be our next ad. So
Or run the ad.
Can they,
So Walmart bought ModCloth, Bonobos, Jet.com.
well, no, they first bought Jet.com for $3 billion,
Which is worth
which was
zero.
actually reprehensible.
yeah.
And they bought it because they wanted Mark Lohr, who was the CEO of and founder of Jet.com, who was formerly founder of Diapers.com that sold to Amazon, and he was just, heralded as this genius e-commerce guy. So they bought him for $3 billion. And they said, hey, you're our e-commerce strategy. Mark Lohr went on a buying spree of shit.
Shit. You know why? I realize why. He started Diapers.com. He's used to shit.
Ah, he likes shit.
Yes.
I had to deal with a lot of shit this morning.
Yes.
I have a kid.
Yeah.
Diapers have shit.
Yeah, maybe you just look at shit
And
long
then he was
enough.
like, you know what? ModCloth shit. Bonobo shit. Jet.com, biggest pile of shit. And
He
now,
fleeced Walmart for $3 billion. Investors made out like bandits. Everyone made so much fucking money, and he bought more shit to fill in those fucking diapers.
and by the way, so now Walmart is selling all these assets. Like they're gonna end up just shutting Jet.com down. It won't exist.
Luckily for Walmart, they shit so much cash.
And they're
they
so-
shit.
Yeah.
They actually shit cash. So on the pattern.
I guarantee Mark was not even invited back to Arkansas. They're like, get your ass out of here, homie.
But can I quickly just ask you, then why is Go Global buying, what's that deal?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Go Global?
No.
Nobody's heard of it. It's made up. It's a fake company.
Okay.
I've never even heard of this company. I've been in fashion 17 years. I've never heard of Go Global.
Is it a fashion company?
I don't know what it is. They sound like they're going global.
Okay, I thought I was the stupid one here because I didn't know what it was.
I never heard of the company. It's an undisclosed sum, which means zero. Undisclosed sum usually means zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in so many investments where we get a cry for undisclosed sums.
I'm starting a fund. I'm starting a new venture fund called Undisclosed Sum Ventures.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I assume when I invest in you, you're going to zero.
You just burn money.
I've burned a lot of money in my investing career.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say, on the flip side, shout out to everyone that made a shat ton of money.
Yeah.
Because I think those days are coming to an end.
It's over. Everything's coming out.
Okay. Well, hey, in interesting news, this podcast is brought to you by Bonobos. So go ahead and run the ad.
Let's take the last couple bucks that company has.
Run it. It'd be so good if that's a Bonobos ad. Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Time to get into just a little bit of politics, world news stuff. First thing up is it looks like, obviously this whistleblower impeachment stuff has just been going nuts. Is it true? I've been kind of out of Trumpville.
Yeah.
Trump on TV said that China should look into Joe Biden?
Yes.
Okay.
Fact.
Okay. Great. This is great. Because just in case you don't know, the whole thing is about China telling Ukraine they should look into Joe Biden. So anyway, there's now a second whistleblower. One of the big critiques that I heard that Trump had over this whistleblower that he was comparing to a spy was that they didn't have firsthand knowledge. They weren't in the room. So now there's a second whistleblower that claims to have it.
He's saying he heard the conversations.
So good. I mean, this is what we need. Let me just say this. I think a lot of these things happen and sometimes they blow over and then these type of people come out later and say like, oh yeah, I was there. It was crazy. And it's like, damn, where were you when we needed you? So I don't know. I mean,
I just have this weird feeling that this might actually...
I think this is it. But I also think he could get reelected. He's not going to get removed from office.
Sure. So today is October, whatever. We're 13 months from an election.
Yep.
A lot can happen on this particular case.
A whole lot.
Like you
anything.
remember 30 days or less than 30 weeks before the last election is when the Hillary Clinton email thing just hammered and cost her the election.
Yep. I'm so curious. And I just know, I do not want this to happen, but I know that the people that think that impeachment means removed from office are going to be devastated if this guy gets impeached and wins a re-election.
If there's like some CIA shit, like whistleblowers, then I'd be like, okay, there's like a slight chance.
But this is the chance for everyone to dogpile on. So it looks like the second whistleblower is like, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah.
So maybe everyone does.
But the problem is you're never going to have a Republican stand up against Trump because Donald Trump has a 95% approval rating amongst Republicans.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is like great theater. It's great for the media. It's great for CNN,
like the Joker.
MSNBC. It's great for all these things. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter.
I don't think it's good for real. I don't think that people are so hell-bent and dumb that this is good. I think this hurts his chances of re-election. I think
it marginally hurts, I think.
It's fair, but hurts. I think that, like, he didn't win by... Like, I think that we blow out of proportion the way that he won, meaning he didn't win the majority. He also won because the people that vote are the people that loved him. All the young people didn't vote. I just think that these little tweaks will make it nearly impossible for him to get reelected. He has to hold on to every person he has. And getting impeached, I don't think gains him people. I think it definitely loses a few.
Very few.
Yeah.
Because I think, I just don't think...
I agree. But I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to have a real moment of honesty here. Are
you being honest?
I'm being honest. I am scared. The Democratic people look scary to me. Like Elizabeth Warren or whatever coming in. Like, I don't know, man.
D and I were with a very successful person that's an Obama guy who said if Elizabeth Warren's the candidate, you're going to have a lot of Democrats leave.
Bernie had a heart attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
I ran
Joe Biden's
into
teeth fell out.
a friend of ours who she's a fundraiser for Kamala Harris. They're very optimistic people. I'll tell you that much.
Who?
What are they optimistic about?
They're just optimistic that they think one of the Democratic candidates is
And
going to
do you
win.
know the fundraising advantage Donald Trump's going to have going
Yeah.
into election? You have all these candidates raising 10 to 12 million a quarter. That's all going to Trump. So like,
Yeah.
I think Trump raised like 150 million, and the 150 million is split amongst like 12 candidates in the
Yeah, I don't
Democratic
know,
side.
but they're going to come in and just break everything up, and it's just going to be real. I don't know.
Can we do one more political thing?
Sure. What do you got, man?
So,
our time limit.
yeah, screw the time limit.
It's Monday.
So the general manager of the Houston Rockets tweeted like an image, stand for Hong Kong. Okay. And the NBA tweeted a response that the NBA stands with China.
I like that.
What?
Yes.
I like that. NBA knows better
Why?
because that's the
That's their
future of the
business.
NBA.
They're like, we stand with China, and like we. This is all live. Sorry, I'm just doing
It's
this
happening
off
right
the
now?
cuff. Yeah.
Well, why would you do that? Why do you keep looking like you're
I'm
part of
with
the-
China.
I know you're a dictator, bro.
I'm more dictator than a.
You have dictator tendencies, I
Yes.
think.
Gigi, holler at me.
Man, you're over here like you work for Gigi.
Yeah, they said like we're with China.
You know why? Because Yao Ming was like, "Whoa, I don't like this
You
shit."
think Yao Ming swayed him?
Yeah, Yao
Oh,
Ming was
man.
like, "Nah,
I think
nah."
it's pretty crazy, right?
But why don't you just let the guy? It's the owner of the Houston Rockets. Nobody's questioning if he speaks for the NBA.
Yeah.
Why are you even saying anything?
Because Houston Rockets is the most
They're
popular
really big
team
in China.
Okay, but let him then screw up his own players. Why would you come out and say that?
Who?
The NBA.
NBA.
The NBA came
NBA.
out.
When the country
NBA
itself,
stands
the
with
United
China.
States doesn't stand with China right now. The United States as a
No,
country.
but the NBA does.
No, Trump does. He congratulated Xi 2 days ago.
Well, remove your stupid tariffs then. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Okay. Last but not least, this one is. I don't like this one, but we should talk about it. So we talked about this cop who got arrested for walking into the wrong apartment, shooting and killing the guy. Right. I will say, we were celebrating her arrest on this show. Her sentence is a little light. What was it? Do you remember what it was?
10 years.
10 years.
10 years, but not like she's
Yeah.
going to get out in a few.
And like there were hugs and stuff.
Well,
the brother hugged her.
the
That was a
brother.
really like crazy video.
That was a very polarizing moment.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were pretty much like, why, But
Yeah,
he's the
but that was-
better person.
Yeah.
God.
So the brother said, I don't want you to rot in jail. I want you to be happy. I wish
Yeah.
you didn't go to jail. Whatever. Okay. Turns out one of the key witnesses in this case was the guy's next door neighbor, the victim's next door neighbor. He said on the stand that he did not hear any of the normal commands that a police officer usually would shout out. He just essentially heard shooting. And that really kind of had a key role in doing in this cop. This guy has now been killed
Yes.
in a drive-by shooting.
It wasn't. It was they said he was gunned down closely in the mouth, in the chest.
But out of a car?
It's just it's happening. So
So conspiracy theory drama, please.
Well, conspiracy theory drama is obviously you got some cops that are pissed off.
I think it goes way deeper.
To what?
I think the original person that was killed had something on somebody because
Who's the original person that was killed? The
No,
guy?
the guy
in
that
his-
he-
the
she
main Gene Bonham Gene, is that his name?
Yeah, Botham Gene.
And this
That's
Amber
too
Guyger
deep.
just didn't walk into an apartment and like just, oh, I don't know where I live, and I just shoot somebody. I don't believe that shit.
I don't believe that either.
So I think the whole thing, that guy he's an accountant. He had some dirt on someone.
That guy didn't have dirt.
Yeah, he had dirt.
This is ridiculous.
Wait,
that guy did not have dirt.
which one's the accountant?
The guy.
The first.
The
The
victim.
first guy.
The
first
first
victim.
guy.
First victim is accountant. He had dirt.
You went too
Someone
deep.
sent him.
You went too deep. And what, now they're trying to silence
he's
everyone?
Everyone is involved will go down.
He's Jason Bateman.
yeah, I don't know
Come
what that
on.
means.
And
Horrible bosses.
no, in the Netflix
Ozark.
show. Ozark.
It's too dark. I don't want to watch that.
It's one of the best shows ever made.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think so, man. I think my conspiracy only goes as deep as there are some
Nah.
cops that...
Because you're not sophisticated enough to handle this conspiracy.
Oh, my gosh. You're ridiculous.
This thing is deep. This goes, everyone's in on
Why
it.
don't you go storm Area 51? By the way, Joe Rogan had a new guy, the guy who filmed remember when that footage came out like a year ago of the U.S. fighter pilot catching the UFO?
Yeah.
He interviewed that guy. There's definitely aliens, just for the record.
Okay, good.
And
So
for
we
the
have
record,
aliens, yeah.
just so we know factually, they tend to hang out around San Diego.
I hate San Diego. That makes sense.
Probably because there's a lot of aliens there.
Did he
Taylor's
do a
really
whole
bummed out.
podcast of how everyone should move to San Diego?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
No, Taylor should move to San Diego.
He came back and he's like, okay, let me tell everyone why I'm moving to San Diego.
Taylor's an alien. That's the next conspiracy.
Well, anyway, we're going to find out. There's also a very good chance that this guy was in the wrong place at the wrong time, wrapped up with the wrong people. It is possible.
I don't know. Something is very fishy.
Something's fishy, but I think it could be as easy as
But why did that other guy get killed? That's ridiculous. A day after this whole trial, they're just cleaning up their mess.
Do you want me to go investigate?
Yes.
I'll do it.
You should go there.
Before,
Pete's going
to
Dallas.
Texas.
Before or after the women's prison?
the whole thing. But there was a rumor that they had some sort of relationship or something. Does anyone know anything about that?
Wow, really?
The cop and the neighbor.
No way.
But I don't want to spread straight up rumors.
Wow.
I did see the
I bet
the
Reddit.
poor guy that
There's a good Reddit
got
thread on this probably.
killed had a Dragon Ball Z shirt. I don't know what that means.
Whoa.
He likes anime.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That's not a tell. You
Well,
think that's
I mean,
a clue?
I mean, you want evidence. You have to aggregate the entire story drama. If you want to play in this game of conspiracy theory drama,
A Dragon Ball Z shirt? What does that even mean?
if you're not taking
He's
all the
Japanese.
data in,
Okay.
I don't-
All right. I understand. Okay.
I
think-
don't like anything about this whole case.
Me neither.
It's really crazy that 2 innocent people got killed. I think it's some crazy shit going on.
I think the cops are crazier than you think.
Nah, I think that these guys were up to something. They knew what was going on.
Okay. Okay. Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
Crazier things have happened.
Yeah.
There are aliens, by the way.
Yes.
I don't know if I said it or not. They 100% exist.
Okay.
And they very commonly actually come into close encounters with the Air Force.
When I drive around Hollywood, everyone looks like an alien.
That's because we live in Hollywood. Yep. Okay. That's all we got, guys. Make sure you hit up that newsletter, group-chat.com. Make sure you hit up that Instagram, @groupchatpod. We found a new hobby, and it's going live on Instagram. So we're going to start pulling in special guests. Make sure you stay alert. We're going to be going live this week a couple times. And we have some big guests. We have a big guest this week.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We have two guests or one guest?
One guest.
Okay, we have
guest.
one guest this week. That is
Brian
gonna
Toll flaked on us.
Yeah, he did.
You piece of shit.
be- Wow.
And we have
Fresh back from Paris.
a special call-in.
Maybe. We're confirming.
We're still on the edge.
Yeah,
but it
we're
could be
really-
big. It could be
Review us
huge.
and give us 5 stars on the iTunes.
Yeah, do that because that'll help us chart. We can get
Yeah.
on those charts. Let people know who's boss.
Bouse.
Okay, guys, thank you. Have a great week. Stay positive, stay happy, look out for aliens.
Stay away from the Joker.
And be careful of these sketchy cops.